my ass.
Good, I'm glad you used that. And that's what I want it to be there for.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Michaela, and welcome to So Funny It Hurts, where we interview your favorite funny people and explore the trauma that makes them that way. Now, this week, we have somebody that I literally have been obsessively watching for 48 hours, kind of in a stalker way, because I am obsessed with the insane reactions, very specifically to egg salad. Please welcome into studio Morgan J. Hi, funny guy.
What's going on? What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for having me.
Why are you so crazy?
Why am I a goofy guy?
Why are you so goofy,
why
guy?
am I a silly, goofy guy? Ultimately, and we'll get into it, it's because I need attention. I didn't get it at home, and I want girls to like me.
Amen, baby. Welcome to the club.
You know what I mean? So,
it's also maybe because you're Italian, paisan.
That's it. My father was born in Sicily. That's right.
No, okay, so you're You're not.
Does that count?
No, then you're Sicilian. Nah, I'm Italian. Oh, that's a good face, though.
What are you doing?
That looks nice.
How you doing?
I just ordered a Robert De Niro shirt off of Etsy, and it's giving that.
Did
right
he just?
now.
He just had like another baby or some shit.
No, that was Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino just had another baby.
Give it up for him hitting it raw.
It was Al Pacino, right? And his wife or his girl's like 20 years old.
Al Pacino busting in it raw.
Wait, I want to offer you something. Go ahead.
Al Pacino busting in it raw. Bro's really having a dog day afternoon.
Wait, I have to tell you that I'm obsessed with you. First of all, you're a really great musician.
Thank you.
Which I always love and respect.
Yeah.
But the way that you've married the two of comedy and music is amazing, very unique.
Thank you.
Not what a lot of people do. We'll talk more about it, but it's this fucking microphone that you have that you do.
That's actually this microphone. Or I use this one, or I use a handheld microphone.
And then you add auto-tune on it for people that don't know.
So people are asking, what is the secret sauce?
Wait, was that the tea? Did I just drop it and I should have rolled back?
No, I don't gatekeep. I'm gonna. I have, because I've been touring. I haven't had the opportunity to do the actual tutorial, but it's all live. So so a lot of songs you hear, all the vocal processing is done after the fact. My microphone goes into, I'm going to tell you what the vocal chain order is.
Ooh, okay, go.
Okay? And these are all live vocal processing pedals, okay? Meaning you press a button and then it goes on, all right? So it goes auto-tune, then it goes harmonizer, and then it goes into delay or echo, and then I put it into another a looping machine that has more effects. They have reverb and there's more delay, and so that's essentially the four main components, and then you just adjust it the way you want, and you got to just press the buttons, and it does it immediately. So I don't have to go to my producer or sound engineer hey, can you make this sound? And then I use an iRig too, so that this audio goes professionally right into the phone.
It's amazing.
And that's it.
Listen, it's so funny. And then you let your audience members partake in the bullshit. And they're so funny. Everything's funnier over this microphone.
Oh, yeah. And the funny thing is, I was singing for 10 year without it. And I honestly just started doing it because I needed, personally and creatively, I needed to evolve and change my act. Because while I was having fun, I didn't really feel like I was it just felt kind of stale for me, so I wanted to add a new element. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. All right. So you've got almost 200,000 followers on Instagram.
That's right.
1 million followers on TikTok.
TikToks, yes.
You blew up. People may know you from Wild 'N Out.
That's right.
You're so crazy. But I want to talk about sort of how it started, because were you a musician or a comedian first?
Well, I was playing piano at age 6 for about 10 years.
And he plays the piano.
I can't really play it anymore. To my shame and regret, I kind of let go of the practicing. I could play a little bit, but I just hated practicing. And guitar is just such a more social instrument. I can carry it around. I could play it anywhere. And but that musicality, I think, kind of carried over with the melodies and the harmonies and the hooks that I write on the songs.
Yeah.
And then I started doing stand up at NYU when I was in New York. I was in New York for 7 years. I was doing stand up there. And then I eventually kind of transitioned slowly to the guitar, which is to my left. We'll pick it up in a little bit. But that's kind of the small story of it.
Yeah,
you know,
you married the two.
married the two, and for me, like, the musicality is very important. There's a lot of musical comedy out there that's kind of trash. That
Well, it's also very like
I hate to say
theatrical.
that,
No,
but,
say it trash. It is.
some of
It's
it's trash, yeah.
honestly, I did stand up and I'm a singer and I couldn't figure out how to do what you do without making it corny or cheesy or theatrical.
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, you really
hard.
do have such a swag about it, which also says a lot about you to make it have some swag because it's crazy.
Like, talk to me, like, fuck with me. Fuck with your
Hey,
boy.
hey, hey. Okay, so you went to NYU, which is amazing.
Yeah, I went to for theater.
And you did stand up
I was doing
in New York.
Yeah, for about 5 years, and then I chased a girl out to L.A.
Good for you.
I don't date her.
That's how
anymore.
most love stories start.
Yeah, I don't. But my plan was to go to L.A. for a while, but
Yeah.
she was kind of like the catalyst. I said I was going out there anyway, but she was like the catalyst. You know what I mean? Like, she
Yeah.
was like so.
But where are you from? Where were you born?
Born
raised?
in Jersey, raised in Jersey, about an hour
Oh, a
outside of
Jersey
New York.
boy. I didn't know
Jersey
that.
boy, and then you know, my mother's from Brazil, father's from Sicily, but he grew up in Argentina, and they met in a restaurant in Chelsea, and you know, the melting pot. and
Yeah.
your boy was born. You know.
Yeah, and you're first generation on both sides.
You know, they're saying it like we're second generation now. Like, I don't know. They're saying
Okay,
like they
that was
changed
the
it.
whole point of the interview. You're first generation. You're making moves.
No,
You're second generation.
I am.
Get out.
No.
Just go.
I am first. I thought I was first generation, and then somebody told me like the classification has changed or something.
Oh, okay.
Because like my parents weren't born here, I was born here, so that's why I thought I was first gen.
What's the classification? I feel like that's exactly what it is.
I don't know. I guess people who like immigrated are like first gen American or something.
No, if you were the first one born in America,
You're first gen, right?
yeah.
That's
Don't
right.
let them play you.
I'm not gonna get played. I'm first
Don't let
gen.
them play you.
That's staying on my bio on my website.
Yeah, it is.
You can suck my ass.
Yeah, I think you should write a song about
can
it.
I say things like
you
that?
can say anything you want.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, you can. First generation.
Suck my ass.
Good. I'm glad you used that. And that's what I wanted to be there for.
Yeah.
Listen, I looked far and wide for this. Okay. It was not an easy find.
You see, this is the thing. You can't have it's so hard to put auto tune into something this small. Which, to go back to like my little vocal effects thing, each effect is like a pedal the size of this phone and like this thick. They have things, not to get all nerdy about gear, but they have things where they have the all-in-one. But don't get that. It doesn't work as good as the one at a time. So you vocally chain it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, because that has nothing on it.
It just
except
has a little.
echo.
It just has a little reverb and delay. That's it.
Yeah, but your voice is good. You don't need it. Oh, there he is. Oh. Go on.
Ooh, girl, yeah. Could I lick that booty hole? I know you are a lesbian. I'm not coming at you like that, girl.
I'm straight.
You're straight now.
Thank you so much.
And that's what I do.
Converting one lesbian at a time. Morgan J.
That's right.
You're here for the people. Okay, so you are first generation.
That's first gen.
And we always talk about comedians and why they're funny. Like, I had a very dysfunctional childhood. I like to say that so people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And so, same. I always wanted love and attention.
Yeah, of
So
course,
I was
yeah.
funny. I could sing, and then I knew
Yeah.
that making people laugh would get me out of trouble. And that's been forever my thing. But when I talk to a lot of comedians, which is why we created the podcast, most of the time we've taken like the worst things and really allowed that to fuel. They don't even have to be such bad things, just
No, yeah.
the
I get it.
situations that happened that really fueled us to be successful in comedy.
Yeah.
So was there a specific point growing up with your mother and father or in school or whatever where you were like, okay, being funny is the thing that benefits me?
It's impossible to not talk about the fact that my dad died when I was 6. And
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thank you. And it's been a I'm 36 now. It was 30 years ago. So I've had time to like go to therapy and journal and meditate and do mirror work and affirmations and things like that. But after my dad,
Okay, daddy doing the
yes,
work.
you have
okay,
to.
mirror.
What
and
do they
work
say
and
for
journaling.
a lot of people are thriving, but a lot of us with trauma, we are surviving. And like people who like, and I don't want to. I'm just saying, like, I know after my dad died, my mom, she had to start, she had 3 kids. She started working like 2, 3, like just working a ton.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like left to our own devices. And I think.
Do you have brothers?
I got 2 older brothers. 2 older brothers.
You're the youngest of 3 boys?
And I'm the youngest of 3 boys. I'm the comedian. I'm the tallest one, probably the most handsome and talented, and the best one, of course.
What are your brothers' names?
Jack and Ralph. Jack, Ralph, and Morgan. It's like
Jack and Ralph, if you do want to at any point defend yourself on this show, please do leave a comment. I won't let them take you down like that.
They're all doing they're doing like nice, normal people shit, like, and by that I mean like normal, like normal, like 9 to 5 job and stuff like that. But you're the youngest. You break the tension in the room. With my mom not around a lot, providing for us. First of all, I just want to get this out there. I've been to therapy. I feel like sometimes therapy is like they try to make you resent your parents or some shit. They try to make you hate your mom and dad. I don't do that. I'm very grateful for my mom and everything she's done. I recognize that, parents are just children raising children.
Yeah.
And they're, and everybody's just doing the best they can.
Listen, my dad was on this podcast for Father's Day. We didn't have a relationship for many years. And we decided we wanted to have a relationship 2 years ago. So we started going to therapy together. We were in therapy for 2 years. He is my best friend. That's my baby dad. I love him. He's but it really started when I was like, my guy did his best. Like, it was fucking awful, but he really did everything he can. And I think that that's really lovely how protective you are of your mom.
Yeah, because look, like with my dad being with my dad being gone and my mom working and being under so much pressure and stress, I think like every once in a while she'd have these kind of like, I wouldn't say like little meltdowns and kind of blow up at us and just like really, let her rip. And it's just one of those things where, she's not sleeping. She's like she's like a caretaker. Then she works at a restaurant, and then she's got.
And it's 3 boys. And listen, I'm a girl in a boy family, and boys are.
We're hoodlums,
wild.
bro. I was an honor student, but I was like a disruptive kid in school, and I remember like in 8th grade, I don't remember. I guess I was singing a lot. I would be like making noises in the back of the room, singing and just being disruptive and being annoying and stuff. And one of my teachers called home, and I think my mom was like in the middle of like a big, huge fight with my now stepdad. I don't know if they were like breaking up or getting back together or some shit, but she gets this call home, and the teacher's like, just so you know, your son is very disruptive. There's like, there are different types of schools for him to help him learn, and you might want to consider getting him, essentially like
What do they think you're like ADD?
ADHD. And my mother was like having a break. She's like crying on the phone, like, my son is just a happy boy, and you don't understand. And like, she never put me on any sort of meds, never put me like, she didn't do it. We didn't do that. And I feel like I turned out fine. I handle my shit. My life is together. And not to say that, I'm going on a tangent, not to say that people don't have ADHD. My girlfriend does have it. She hyperfixates and is annoying as fuck a lot of the time. And I love you, but sometimes you're so annoying, and it makes me want to like strangle you to death.
Listen, I think that my fiance is on the spectrum, so we're
Right?
all sort of somewhere.
But like I think there's probably a lot of kids that get misdiagnosed. Ooh, is that me? Or is that you?
Is it me? It's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's my fiance. She heard. You don't have autism. I'm
sorry. But it's. I think some people get I think people get misdiagnosed, and some people do get rightfully diagnosed. And I think to my mom's credit, I think she just was like, either she was too distracted or she was like, I'm not going to be putting my son, I don't have time to put my son on meds or put him in therapy to figure this out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but she had your back. I love that.
She had my back and,
Brazilian mama. How's she doing today? She's good? Mom's good?
She's doing well. She's healthy, but she does have a lot on her plate. And my stepdad, he has Parkinson's, so she's basically full-time caretaking with him for the last 20, 30-ish years. And she's got a lot on her plate. She truly is an angel. And I'm always ridden with a tremendous amount of guilt for like touring America and following my dreams, but she seems to be very supportive.
She's probably so proud of you.
Yeah, she's very happy for me. And last year I did a show in they live in White Plains, New York. And I was doing a show at the West Nyack Palisades Mall, Pacific Palisades Mall. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Okay. So there's a comedy club there, and I actually left Wild 'N Out for like a couple of days to do this tour date because it was the closest club I could perform to them. It's like a 20-minute drive, and my stepdad's essentially wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
It's like very hard to get them to go anywhere. But I was like, this is the only show that they will probably ever really get to see me perform at, because they hadn't really seen me perform in like 10 years. So I was like, I have to do this show, And then we did the show, and there was a line out the door for people taking photos.
Oh my God.
And they just sort of waited patiently for me. And I was like, I could see them smile, and it was like very, it was like a very nice moment, at least for me. And hopefully, granted, I don't think my mom like loves my music because I'd be talking about sex and like tiny dicks or big dicks.
I think we barely just opened and you were talking about licking booty holes. So maybe that wasn't like the prime lyric that she enjoys.
Yeah. She's always like, can you just like write some nice songs? She'll be sending me voice memos of like song, like here's some, hey Morgan, here's some song lyrics if you want to put it into a song.
She helps write your songs?
Not the funny songs, but like she wants me to write like
love
nice
songs?
like love songs. Yeah.
Do we have a voice?
I can't show it. That's voice memos are a personal. I can't show the
Okay,
voice
all right.
memo.
I'm not asking.
Because the voice memo, I could hear it and I can translate it into a song. But people who don't make music, they'll be like, oh, she's a terrible singer, but it's not that. It's just that this is like a little.
No, I think it's the most endearing thing I've ever heard. Yeah, she's like, can I help you write a little song?
I'll tell you what. Let me see what I can find.
Listen, that's so cute. Moms knows what's up.
Yeah, I love her.
What a little sweet mama. Listen, I always feel like moms are so proud of their sons, and I think it takes a lot of
Let me see here.
chutzpah to be able to be a comedian and a singing comedian. And sometimes they always say like the second or third born are the
funniest one,
deep.
the comedy people?
No, well, sometimes no. They say it's the inner child of the parent.
Because my mom can get a little goofy.
Everything that the last baby is what the mother or father wanted to be.
Oh, she woke. She woke up.
Please,
wait.
please.
So I think she sent this to me like she woke up in the middle of the night and she thought about it. Let me see. So she texted me. She goes, I had a dream. So I woke up with a little jingle on my mind. I sang and recorded so I wouldn't forget. Now I think you can create words about the song from the link or whatever. Let me see what it says here.
I had a dream to create a link to bring you in.
Oh, that's. So she.
Don't stop it. Don't.
Come on and blink. You think a dream. Na 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 blink my blink. Blink my link. In my
Low-key, she's a legit songwriter.
Listen, I have a second album coming out. Would she like to get some writing credit? Listen, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But I get what she's doing because like I've been in the middle of the night. If you saw all my voice memos, it's like da 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 da.
But that's how every song is written. I think the takeaway is the support that she has for you.
I know that you want back shots, but can we just stay here for a little bit?
So that song.
Wait, I like it.
I know that you want back shots.
Okay,
can we just stay
I didn't
here?
hear that.
Oh, you hear that back shot? You know back shots, right?
I literally thought I do. I thought
okay.
it was so good, and then I
said back shots.
Heard what you said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's a romantic song about like people wanting to. Could it pick that up?
Back shots. Okay, so
Yeah.
what is the writing process? I want to know for you because obviously it's so funny and it's so ridiculous. Okay, you go ahead.
I know that you want back shots. I'm gonna be going on the new Backstreet Boys tour, FYI.
It's, you know what's so annoying about you? It's because you sing it so seriously.
And that is the key. Like I stay earnest about it.
I know.
So I sing the song like it's a real song. But then when you look at somebody like you know, there's this song like this guy's talking about eating pussy. And
Ludicrous?
well, I mean, there's a lot of songs about that, but oh God, what is it? Delicious as fuck. Like this song is like an earnest love song, you know, like, and it's so vibey. And oh, I'll show you this song that I listen to. Look at this one. Hold up. Where is it? He has this line of, "Can I hit it from behind?" And it's like in like disguise in this whole love song. You hear these little, everybody be doing it unironically. So I'm just singing the whole song.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I mean?
And I love that for you.
Yeah. I won't play the whole. That's because it's like somebody else's song, so I don't want to.
Okay, no,
I don't want to get you
copyright
copyright
issues.
straight. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
so.
You know, a giver. You're so wonderful and smart and genius. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, so you sing them really well, but they're really funny.
Yeah, we try.
Has there ever been an audience member that you gave the mic to and they were actually very good at singing?
Excuse me. Yeah. Well, now with the auto tune, now that I do that live on.
Everyone's good.
Yeah. Well, now that I do it live on stage, I tell the audience like, I want people to sing at the show. I think people lose this like inner child, like when you're in kindergarten and first grade, you sing all the time, you know. Everybody do all these sing-alongs and how nice it was to sing, and there's all your heart feels lighter after you sing for like, and if you do a show, you sing for like an hour. Don't you feel like even if you sang the same songs over and over again, I don't know, you just feel better afterwards, you know. And so now it's a big part of my show to get people to really sing at the show. So I tell them now, the auto tune is all the way up, guys. So you could sing whatever you want. Even if you kind of hit the note, you're going to sound good. And I'm telling you, like the clip I posted, listen to this shit. The clip I posted a couple days ago, this girl, look at this. Was it this one?
Can I get LOL or ha 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 or LMFAO or ja ja?
So like, and then there was this one. Oh, sing for me. Here it is.
I drank.
Okay. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to hear this all.
So I
Just know the auto tune is
see. I do it.
turned up all the way. Like, young lady, can I get a
You like and it's like. And
she was running.
I know, and the crowd absolutely loses
They love it.
because when you see people kind of leave this like shell of the 9 to 5 or whatever they're doing behind, and they sing, and it's like, you know, some people do. I have put the microphone in front of it, like, and they'll be like,
Yeah, they get weird.
and you're like, just fucking like be goofy, like be fucking goofy. Stop being nervous. It's like all good.
Yeah, but
Versus
I
all
think
safe
what's so
space.
nice about comedians, and at least what you do is even if you don't make them sing, you give them permission to, and they'll take that with them.
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty of comedians, and I even think singers. When people come to your show, even if they don't want to participate, you being such a fucking weirdo gives people permission to be their little weirdo selves. And I think that's why so many people love you on
It's a warm,
social
fuzzy
media,
feeling. You get a
on
warm, fuzzy
TikTok,
feeling.
in real life.
And also, like, I'm not like hiding who I am on stage also, because like I am very sex positive, and I talk a lot of, like, the whole show is a lot, like right now the new hour is honestly it's a little bit too much about sex. It's like this whole bit about fucking aliens and like the moon jerking off, and it's like
About fucking aliens?
I got a whole like little song about that. It's called "We Come in Peace." I'll
Can you play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pull this out.
Honestly, the UFOs are getting closer, and if they hear you right now, I
saying.
want this good juju. So play it
I'm
up.
gonna put it this way so you can hear a little bit.
Do you want me to hold your microphone, or you feel good
No,
not
well, that
having
way
that
we could get a
microphone?
little bit of the guitar and the vocals. Is that cool, Chase? You can get a little bit of the guitar and the vocals.
That's good.
So like, We come in peace if we can get a piece of that ass. We come in peace if we can get a piece of that ass. Flying through space on a spaceship, coming from a faraway land. Ooh, saw your world looking fine as hell, making aliens say, yeah, damn. You know what I mean?
Wait, I love it. Don't stop. Is there any more?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Give me at least the chorus.
And then I'll do the little. I'm gonna do the little bridge. That is the chorus. Is we come and be.
Oh, this is the chorus.
Can get a piece.
Hey, okay, give me the second verse.
And then I'm gonna show you. So it's only verse, chorus, bridge, and then I do this whole little smash or pass alien edition where we show aliens, and then we find out who's gonna fuck and who's not gonna fuck the alien. I show like. What's her name from Avatar? We show the alien from Alien. We show E.T. You know. So and then we have like little lines and stuff built in there, little kind of But I like this one.
Who's the winning alien that's been in this show so far? Who's taking over?
What's her name from Avatar? The blue girl from Avatar, the main girl, Zoe Saldana's character.
Yeah, that's who everybody wants to smash.
Everybody wants. Like the minute I show it out, everybody's like.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And who are they passing on?
A lot of people pass on Alien from the movie Alien with the big, He's
a little terrifying.
Yeah, and then surprisingly, Superman gets like 50-50.
Okay.
Because I think people, deep down, I think everybody's a little bit of a freak. Everybody wants to get a little freak and do some freak shit in the bedroom, And Superman kind of feels a little bit too
safe.
I'm going to hold you and make a lot of eye contact, and I won't put my fingers in your mouth. You know what I mean? So, I think for some people it's a little bit too goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do that whole bit. I had like 15 aliens, but it was too long, so I had to cut it down.
Yeah.
My lips are a little bit dry. It's so dry here.
It's so dry in Vegas.
But let me play the little bridge for you.
Okay.
Hopping from planet to planet, having sex with everyone that we meet. Ooh, yeah, we got 5 different we got 5 different kinds of penises, and any hole that you need. Ooh, give it to me. We could freak you at the speed of light. Anyway, that's the whole.
Wait, I love it.
Yeah, so it's very sex positive, and we really talk because when you think about it, sexuality is a spectrum, and who's to say you wouldn't fuck an alien that had like 3 dicks and like 4 holes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, listen. As someone who's part of the community, I don't judge. You want to fuck an alien? I don't care.
Like even with the blue people from Avatar, they make love through their ponytails and shit. You know what I mean? Like if I had a ponytail and you had a ponytail, I'd be like, oh man. You know what I mean?
Mine might fall out though. It's a weave.
Okay.
But then you can pick it up and we try it again.
So you don't know,
That
man.
could be beautiful.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Okay.
It's so funny though because your voice really is so good.
My voice is a little bit tired today, but
yeah, but your voice is really good, and the lyrics are insane. In the best way.
I appreciate that.
Of course, I say that all in the kindest way.
I
all right,
take
so
it that
you're traveling now. You're on tour, but you're in Vegas. You did your shows in Vegas.
We did a show last night. Today we're just hanging. I already lost $300 today.
Hey,
let's go. Bye.
Way to go.
So we're probably do that after dinner tonight. We're probably gonna hit the crafts table again and just chill out a little bit. And
have you been to Vegas before?
Can I tell you something? I'm 36, and this year I discovered Vegas. And
can I tell you, I asked this question for a reason because so many people have not been to Vegas. Sometimes when they sit in here, it's their first time they've been to Vegas.
And the reason is I never really had money, and Vegas. To like really enjoy yourself in Vegas, you have to come in with the mindset that I'm gonna blow at minimum like $2,000, even if you're here for 2 nights. And that's like conservative. That's very conservative, like for like what the money I make and like my budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I set aside my fun money. I usually now when I come here I set aside $1,000 just to like fuck around with. You know what I'm saying? And
good for you.
And just because like
financially responsible. Yeah,
because I don't want to be that person like running to the ATM every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the money that we have, and that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Know?
Have you been to, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you thus far here in Vegas?
In Vegas? Well, we were talking about it before the podcast. I'm not going to go into detail, but my friend, she's a She's an adult film star, and I hung out with her and her friends, and we got it. We hung out. We hung out. We hung out. We hung out.
Great. I love that for you.
Yeah, I don't want to go in. I don't. Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of firsts. A lot of firsts on the trip.
I love that.
I did some of the shit I didn't even tell you. But I told you one of the things, but I'll tell you after recording.
Okay, I know. Yeah, we've got an image to maintain. We're not giving all the secrets.
Your boy wants to be auditioning for them Disney shows. You know what I'm saying? Let's.
What Disney show would you want to be on?
Well, like a Marvel Disney show for sure. I want to be a superhero for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a superhero name? Have you thought about this?
Or Morgasm.
Okay.
That wouldn't be on Disney, but no, I'm just kidding. But
but you could definitely start an OnlyFans.
You could for sure. Which is so I did a joke link on my story the other day because I just updated my merch for my comedy shows and stuff.
Amazing.
But I wrote, instead of like morganj.com/shop, I just put onlyfans.com. Yo, 300 people clicked that link.
Listen to me.
And I'm like, wait a second.
It's the way to do. I will never have an OnlyFans. But if you post that there's an OnlyFans, they go right to it. That's the real secret.
But somebody said I could probably do I have to get a little bit more buff, but I could probably do an OnlyFans of me like in just like shirtless with gray sweats and like no underwear.
1,000%.
Just like very tasteful. And
wait, why aren't you doing that? Like thirst talk. I would literally go on your TikTok if I were you. I would have no clothes on.
I'm still a little bit skinny, but like because like between you and me, like because I am Brazilian and Italian.
You're hairy.
No, not hair. I mean like like.
Say it.
I mean
Say it. If you're gonna insinuate, then I want you to say it.
You're more little big and girthy, like, and it's like your boy's never gonna get a Disney TV show. This is gonna come back to haunt me in like 10 years. But
do you want to take your shirt off and audition right now?
No. Okay, I'm too skinny right now, and I've already lost like all the gains that I had over the summer. I lost now that I'm on tour. I can't exercise regularly. Point being. If everything went down the shitter, I could at the very least do that, and that'd be fine.
Okay, but you're so cute now, like such a good looking dude, and always funny reigns supreme. So you're winning, and then you're a singer, and your voice is really good. So I'm sure the girls melt. Were you ugly growing up?
I just was like, I really look like the dude from Ratatouille growing up. Like I know, like I joke in my set that I look like him now, but like really, when I'm clean shaven, when I was in high school,
not Ratatouille.
When I look like I think his name is like Alfredo Linguini or some shit from the, and I really look like him. But now as an adult, I had a mustache last week, but I fucked up shaving the other day, so I kind of had to like trim everything. And so now I'm gonna grow the mustache back out because. I don't know. Girls be liking this like scumbag
girls
dirtbag
like
look.
it? They like that.
They like that like dirtbag mustache look right now.
Okay. So give it to them.
I'm gonna give them what they want.
Give the girls what they want, and I honestly think they do want the gray sweatpants.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
You're missing. If I were your manager, I'd be like, "This is what we're doing immediately," and it would go crazy.
Well, that's why I want to do a shout out to Matt Rife because Matt Rife is
Oh, he got it right.
He's kind of like trailblazing for comedians to like. Look hot and not self-deprecate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So shout out to him. Like I am going to be 6'1" with a full head of hair with some muscles, and I'm going to start performing in gray sweats with no underwear on. That's what I'm going to do. And
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, there needs to be no shame in 2023.
I don't think so.
The world is falling apart. Take advantage of what you can.
Truly, really.
You've got personality. You've got that on lock. You've got playing music. You got that on lock. Now just be hot. Just be thotty.
And LA, I live in LA, and LA is the place to do that.
Do you live in LA?
I live in LA.
Where do you? Well, you don't need.
I live almost like in Venice Beach.
Oh, nice. I just moved from West Hollywood.
Yeah, I like the West Side. I feel like in Hollywood, there's a certain like feeling of like. I don't know. It's just not what you think it's going to be. And at least on the West Side, it's like there's a beach and I can go, I could pop a little mushroom gummy, walk around, enjoy the sunset. And you kind of still feel like you're on vacation a little bit there,
Yeah, I love.
And it's like, my mom always said, like, you always want to love where you go back home to. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go back home to like Hollywood Boulevard, off Hollywood Boulevard, where like people, you know, it's just a little bit. It's not what you think. LA. So like, if
Listen
you,
to me. I was an LA
you
bitch
know-
for 20 years. I
you
lived in
know.
LA. I loved LA. I was West Hollywood.
you look fantastic.
For
I don't even know. I
life.
can't tell how old you are. You look fantastic.
So young.
Yeah.
And I'm 35.
Oh wow. Okay. You look great.
And
Oh, so you were there for a while.
yeah, I was there
20
for a
years.
long time. Hmm.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I moved there almost. I moved there when I was 16.
Yeah.
So I got to see LA when it was like L fucking A. And I
bet.
loved it. I lived below Runyon Canyon. It was so nice.
God, yeah.
I loved LA. And it really is so sad to see
Yeah.
how different it is now.
Yeah, and where I live, it's like because LA has one of the worst, you know, unhoused population issues outside of like San Francisco. I think it might be the worst in the country right now. So it's just sort of like the overwhelming amount of wealth in the city with the you know, the like the amount of poverty in the city, and it's like I know there's like ton of open buildings. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not a politician. I'm just saying, like, it seems like there's probably a fix for this that I don't know.
I mean, but honestly, do you feel like you have to feel in some ways that like being a comedian is giving back in a major way? Because with
Oh, yeah.
everything happening and even coming out of the pandemic, I feel like people are so desperate now more than ever to laugh.
I'll tell you what, I get DMs. I get people coming to my show, like literally saying, I had a DM that was like, I was going to kill myself. And I just randomly went on, I went on YouTube like one last time, and then one of your shorts popped up. And I'm not saying like I saved this dude's life, but for every one of those, there's got to be like at least another 10 that don't say anything that you lifted their spirits. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, I was in New York. A woman came up to me from Staten Island. She was like, when I found your comedy, like, it took me out of a dark place. I had another girl DM me that was like, your comedy and your TikTok videos brought my mom and I close. We didn't have a relationship, and you brought us closer together. And so, like I'm saying, for all the fans that buy a ticket to the show or that say something nice to you, if you're an entertainer out there, just know you probably have another 100 that feel the same way, that are too shy to say that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you know we
that's
have an impact.
amazing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you're writing your songs or when you're writing your material or when you're going out, obviously you have to have like your own dark days, or maybe you don't. You've done therapy and you've done that. Has it been helpful in you getting back on the road? Is it sort of a motivation for you as well? Because that's really intense, having people like appreciating and valuing you so much that it did essentially save his life.
Yeah, the pandemic for me brought a lot of things to light, like personally, because I thought I was doing the work and I thought I was okay, but I really was getting a lot of external validation from live comedy shows, and I didn't realize. Obviously, I got into comedy because I wanted attention. I wanted girls to like me. I wanted to be liked, and you know what I mean, and it, you know, it came from a place of insecurity, and I think when that was taken away and we couldn't perform live for a while, I was like really feeling like not good, and I was like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like useless. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And it really made me realize how much of the love I was taking from the live shows and using it to help me, whereas like I realized like, no, that really has to come from you. And that's when I really kind of buckled down and started doing, you know, because I journal, but now the journaling was like, you know, I'll write it down like, you're the shit, you're awesome, you're handsome, you're funny, you're cool, people like you, people want to hang out with you, you're a star. Like literally writing that shit down, saying that shit into a mirror, because like visualizing a future that, you know, like money in the bank account, living in a house, or having this and that, like things, you literally have to visualize those things, because growing up, you don't even believe you deserve those things, right? So you literally have to, and look, you may not get the big house, but I live in a dope ass spot. It's like a beautiful apartment in LA. I love where I live. But I never even thought I could achieve that. You know what I mean? I was like, I moved to LA. I was like sleeping on a mattress on the floor in the living room for the first year. And then I moved to some shitty apartment. And now I have this like wonderful place. I have like I have like fine art on my walls. My friend came over and was, because I have like these like abstract like nudes of women on my on my wall. He's like, damn, bro, now I know you made it because you got this fancy porn on your walls, you know? That's how you know you made it. You got fancy porn, dog.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, like he's right, you know?
Do you feel like, because I think that a lot of people that also grew up, I'll use myself as an
Sure,
example.
and I haven't like asked about. I know this is like.
First of all, don't ask me anything. They know enough about me. And if I want to talk about myself, I'll do. Please. No, this is. I'm so honored to talk to you.
Of course, yeah.
And I think it's really. I'm sitting here finding myself so endeared by you because I think it's very easy to see. At the outside eye, you're so handsome, you're so funny, your voice is so good, you seem to have it all, you're very confident, I'm sure girls love you, you know, the things.
Yeah.
And so it's so nice to hear that you're the honesty that most people feel of like, I just wanted to be cool, I wanted girls to like me, I wanted the attention. Then writing in your journal like, I'm cool,
God,
I'm gonna start, like it's such vulnerable moments that we feel.
Yo, if anybody finds any of my journals,
you look crazy.
It's like, cause every journal starts with like, this is what happened, this is how I'm feeling about it. But every entry ends with like, this is like all the positive stuff.
Yeah.
And then I go and meditate because I take that energy with me into the meditation and into the visualization. And it really like does wonders. And
it does.
You have
all
to,
works.
man. It's like, I mean, my girlfriend got me into, during the pandemic, RuPaul's Drag Race. And I watched like.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Lily Kaimaz.
Okay, does Lily want a third? Because she can join me and my fiance. Because RuPaul's Drag Race
She might.
is everything.
Queer.
Michelle
She
Visage
might.
is a very dear friend of
Really?
mine. She's my
Stop.
mother. Yes.
All right, so I got into it and I was like, this show is fucking incredible. These people are the most. You realize, like, I didn't really.
I love that you're saying this.
I didn't really understand how much like pop culture kind of steals from that show.
Yes.
Like everything
comes
from drag.
Uh-huh.
And I think I blew through like, I want to say like 7 seasons or so. Because at that point during the pandemic, they had like, I think they were on season 11 or 12. I have lost touch. I'm not caught up right now. But we would watch it together. But like, I remember, you know, RuPaul talking at some of the end of the show, like she always said, you gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else. And, you know, talking about how like, you know, kind of that whole thing, like it's a deal. I forget who she was talking to in the show. Look, I think when they were getting sent home, kind of like how it's a daily struggle for us to feel good about ourselves. Like you have to do the work kind of every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise it kind of, and I know like when I'm starting to feel kind of funky, I'm like, all right, well, have I been meditating every day? Have I been doing the work every day? And it's clear, it's like obvious, like when I'm not, you know?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite drag queen or one that was very memorable to you?
Katya.
Oh, Katya's the best.
I mean,
Trixie Mattel is a good friend of mine. If I don't turn the...
I'll turn it off.
Trixie Mattel is a good friend of mine.
Katya's great. I actually kind of know Bob a little bit. I know Bob, the drag queen, kind of vaguely through other friends.
I love that.
I met I'm a big Star Trek guy. I'm a sci-fi guy, as you can tell from the sex. Yeah, I actually just got that tattooed on my leg.
Oh my God, you and my weird dad.
Yeah, so I actually was at a Star Trek convention, and I forget which one. It's okay. Well, let's put it down here.
I swear to God, hide it.
Let's turn it down. I forget which drag queen it was, but they're Iranian. But they're also like a Trek. They're a Trekkie. I forget what season it was. I forget what their name was. But I know
Miss Jackie.
Yeah, I think it was Miss
Jackie. It's Jackie. I know. Why am I blanking?
But it's
this?
but we know who it is. But I met them and I got to hang out with them a little bit at one of the Star Trek conventions.
Wait, you have to do a drag con. They'll love you.
You think so?
You need to perform. First of all, they'll be in love with you. And I used to host a national LGBTQ morning show. I'm friends with all the queens.
They would love that alien sex song.
They would love it.
Yeah, they'd love that alien sex song.
Can you make a drag queen sex song?
Easily. I can't do it on the spot. I got to think about it.
Okay, think about it. Can I submit you for DragCon this year?
If you want. I mean, I know my girlfriend would love that because if I get an extra pass, she'll probably want to come with me.
1,000%. God bless her for
and also
teaching us as straight men.
My girl's a professional makeup artist, so she like did a drag makeup class. She's like she practices on our friend David.
Wait, I always need a makeup artist. Can we exchange information?
Absolutely. She's really good at what she does. She works in film and TV. She also does like all the blood and guts and gore and stuff.
Yes.
She like is always very busy on
Lily
Halloween.
is out here doing the Lord's work, teaching straight cis men about RuPaul's Drag Race. And Lily, I just want you to know we all commend you right now. I think I'm a drag queen, which is why I look like this. And so thank you.
You look fantastic. What are you talking about?
Listen, I always tell this story, but when I was 16, I moved to LA.
Yeah.
I was really new. I was fresh off this show. I was like singing, do my thing. And I went backstage to this AIDS event. And I mean, I grew up so poor. I was a single mom.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. Like, there was none of that, like, dream big. And I was like, I'm the best. I'm going to do everything. And whatever. I did this event for an AIDS thing, and I went to the dressing room, and there were all these drag queens. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And they were like, hey, honey, and sat me down and taught me how to do my makeup, taught me how to do my hair. And I always say it's so sad to me the way that drag queens have sort of been put into light. And not to get political.
Let's not talk about like Tennessee and stuff like that. You know?
It's just sad to me because for me as a cis woman and at 16, I was bullied in school. The girls were really mean to me. And I think that's why I was funny, because that's how I got popular and cool. Like, I wasn't, I was cute, but like, I had to be weirdo, like self-deprecating. Then the girls would be nice to me. But when I met these drag queens, they like took me right under and then took care of me the whole time I was in LA. And so, you know, drag queens are so special to me.
They are like incredible. Like the amount of talent. Like when you watch the show and all the shit they got to do on the show, it's like truly like I'm like because I remember I watched the season of Project Runway, and then I saw a little bit of America's Next Top Model. Just like just to look at I'm doing research on these reality shows, and I'm like, RuPaul's Drag Race is like every one of those shows in one show.
Yeah, it is.
And it's really impressive. It's really something else.
Well, they have to work 10 times harder. They're sewing it. They're dancing it. They're singing it.
And it's always interesting to know, like, because I think drag queens are probably some of the nicest people, and I think for the most part accepting people, right? You watch the show and they always like try to like edit a villain into the show, and you kind of know it's like everybody's probably for the most part pretty chill on the show. Yeah. You know, I did get to see. I was in Scotland. I got to see Jinx Monsoon, and I got to see her show. Their show.
I love that you know these queens. Jinx Monsoon is a genius.
I saw Jinx Monsoon in Scotland, and I saw Bianca Del Rio in Scotland.
Okay, but are you in love with Bianca Del Rio?
Bianca's show is like, her level of roasting was fantastic. Jinx Monsoon's show I thought was one of the coolest shows I had. I was so blown away by her show. Yeah. And all the theatrical elements of the show. I was really blown away by it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're crazy. They're crazy creative.
We have the same agent, by the way. Although I haven't got to like meet Jinx Monsoon. I haven't.
Do you want to listen?
My public appearance agent reps Jinx.
Would you like to look at the camera right now?
Yes.
Jinx, if you're watching, first of all, we love you.
We love you.
But also, my guy, take it away.
Huge fan. Would love to officially, meet you and say what's up and commend you on all your incredible talent and how wonderful you are.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was so nice. Okay, well, good. They're going to see it.
Great singer. I mean, the whole show was good.
I know. They're crazy.
The shows they put on are so fucking good.
I know. Wait, have you seen, I wish you were here for a few days longer, but bring Lily out next time.
Okay.
We'll get tickets to the RuPaul's Drag Race show out here.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
That'd be great.
It's so good.
We'll hit you up.
And
I'll
the
hit you up
queens
for
are
that.
so good. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
That'd be wonderful.
All right, so you love drag queens. Is there anybody else that you feel like you were deeply inspired by growing up, or were there people that you... Because Brazilian Italian is also in its own right it's not usually a mix that I...
Yeah, every time I say that, they're like, well, what football team do you support in the World Cup? Or like, what soccer team?
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't even follow sports. I think culturally, I have been kind of lacking. I was telling her, like, I would love to. By the way, I said her last name. I don't know if there's a big. Can we like bleep her last name?
1,000%.
I don't know if it's like a big.
1,000,000%.
But I don't like show her on my story a lot. I try to keep that like mystique.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like it really is a thing. Like people kind of they like fantasize a certain story about you, and the minute you say
totally.
It. But as far as like influences, I love bossa nova. Culturally, I've been wanting to go to Brazil and like live there for a couple months like in my own like in a city and like really like because I speak Portuguese, but I really want to like.
No way.
Yeah, falo português. A gente não sabe que eu falo português. Sou brasileiro.
Wait, that's amazing. Do you speak Italian as well?
Io conosco poca parola italiano, però mi manca la pratica. Dove è l'ufficio postale? Per favore, mi porti un bicchiere di vino? Grazie. You know what I'm saying? And then yo hablo español porque mi padre es de Argentina, entonces, so like with that, I have to like
Yo, what?
to really know because my accents are
Wait,
pretty
do
good.
you sing in other
I
languages
don't.
as well?
The thing is, that's what I'm saying. So like to really
Sorry.
know no. So I didn't mean to like no. I got the
Yell at
thing
me again.
because I want
Yell
to.
at me again.
No, let me tell you what's up. The thing is like that's why I've been wanting to go to a Spanish country, a Latin country, and really live there for a couple months so I can get back on my actual like really be fluent with it. Because right now I just
Yeah.
kind of like don't have the vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? But I can speak.
I feel like
really
you
well.
kind of just gave vocabulary right now. Category
everybody-
was and you served. So that was
Let's
pretty
go.
good. Well, I
Yeah.
have a lymphatic massage girl. She's my home girl here in Vegas and she's
Ooh,
from
sounds
Brazil.
nice.
So if you want to meet her,
I'd love to meet her.
she's full Brazilian and she's the
Yeah.
bomb. Her name's Natalia.
I haven't been with a Brazilian woman.
Okay.
By the way, I should mention like my girl and I, we have like an open thing.
Okay, because
I don't want you to
literally,
think, like-
I was
I
like,
know- I
I'm
know
going to
you said-
bleep a lot of shit out.
No, Lily and I have
An open relationship.
we
Listen,
we like met and then like started going to spicy parties like pretty early on in our relationship.
Wait, I love that for you. I'm
Yeah.
so interested in open relationships because I
Yeah.
know many people that do. I'm so insane. Listen, I can do all the therapy,
Yeah.
ketamine.
You couldn't do that. You couldn't do the open thing.
No, but no.
Are you are engaged?
I am engaged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
my girl proposed.
Yeah.
But no. I
we do
think
it.
I'm
We
too
do a
crazy.
we do a don't ask, don't tell policy now.
No, I would find out. I'm the
Oh,
Nancy
you
Drew
would
of
find out.
relationships. I would know. Like I don't go through phones, but I just know everything.
Well, the only time we ever mention it because she hooked up with a guy. I think was it a couple months ago, and the only reason she brought it up is if she's like, oh, this is a guy like I might want to have a threesome with, because she's like very sub and she likes to be a little bit dominated and stuff. And so I was like,
Wait, do you have it? It would be.
me, a guy, and her. But
Wait, I love
But it
that.
wouldn't be like. It's mostly like all the intentions on her because she likes to really, I'm saying too much about her, but she likes to.
Wait, I love her.
But she likes to, I mean, let me just. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. But like I said, show's very sex positive.
Yeah,
if you come to
love
my
it.
if you come to my show, I'm working hard. I'm laying the groundwork for you to get laid. Put yourself out there. I did a show in San
Wait, you
Francisco.
do a piece. You do a set where I thought it was so funny. I saw it last night. Where and I won't steal it, but it's so good. When you point to the couples and you're like, "Are you gonna go home and have sex tonight?" And you're singing it.
And
What do you?
and I go like, and it's sort of like, but sometimes your girl might be like, I'm bloated, I can't, like too much sodium. So
Yeah, but you do. I feel like you set the seed.
I set it up, and I have a song called "Fuck Right Now," which is like, it's all about like, now is the time. Like, life is too short to not be fucking. Like, go home, even if you just smooch a little bit. Yo, Lily and I went on a vacation to Hawaii. I mean, I did a show there, but I purposefully I was like, let's go to Hawaii. I'll do a show there. We'll hang out for a couple nights. And like we didn't fuck the whole trip. It was kind of funny because I hit up my married friend and I was like, is it weird that like, because she and I have been together so long. He was like, no, you're just on like some long-term committed shit right now. That's like pretty normal.
Okay, but also, can we normalize some shit? Me and Lisa have been
Yeah.
together for 9 years, and so as hot as I want to be, like, oh yeah, me and
Yeah.
Lisa, no, bro, you will definitely go to Hawaii.
We like-
or different. We went to Mexico and we hadn't had sex.
Yeah,
in the first
'cause
couple of
you're
days,
eating and drinking
and
and
I
you're
was
tired,
like,
yeah.
love you, Lisa. I just want to eat this taco and then that
Yeah.
taco later, and she was
For
like,
real.
okay, bitch, no prop. Like,
No, for
that's
real.
real relationships.
Yeah, and especially since we do all the spiciest stuff at home anyway. We got all the toys and trinkets and things at home. Like, what are we gonna do at the hotel room?
Boring.
But do you know what I'm saying?
Really sick.
Yeah, so it's like we got all the harnesses and things and stuff. So
Wait, I love it. I have to tell you, I'm so
Yeah.
obsessed with your personality. I think you're so incredibly smart as well. I didn't know you spoke all those languages, and I
thank
love
you.
that. I hope you do take the time to.
I will. I the only issue is that Lily doesn't like being like she can come for a little bit, but she has to be in LA for her work. Because
I'm
shooting
just
TV
saying,
and stuff,
speak
yeah.
different languages and
Oh, yeah.
incorporate it in your stand-up because
Yeah.
it's so great. And being Brazilian and Italian, they're both such passionate Apaixonado. Nationalities that it was
Estou
great.
apaixonado pra você. Fica comigo.
I feel like I'm in a telenovela.
Yeah. I mean, low-key.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I said I'm like.
Can you yell at me in Brazil? Just yell at me about anything.
I can't. I wouldn't yell, but I could like be like I could try to be said like, "Ei, gostosa, vem cá, vamos passar pouquinho junto, né, no hotel." You know, sabe?
Can I fake smack you?
Deitar comigo, you know, fazer uma coisa bem, you know, picante, you know.
Okay, well, that was hot. So thanks. Picanchi?
Like spicy.
I like picanchi.
Come back to the hotel. Let's do something spicy.
Whoa.
Stay with me. I don't mean that. I'm just saying. You told me to say some shit to you, so I just said it.
Oh, you didn't mean it?
I mean.
Okay,
you know.
that's the end of the show. I am a married woman. Listen, you're the best.
you're
I love
awesome.
you. Please
Thank
come
you.
on.
Yeah.
And
We'll be
also,
back. I'm gonna be
you.
back in December, and I'm gonna come make trips back to Vegas as much as I can. I like it
Please,
here.
I want to take you to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
I want you to come whenever you want.
Yeah.
But I also do think it's really important to acknowledge that you really could be in a space where you don't open up and are not very vulnerable.
Yeah.
But it's really, really important that somebody like you does. And I do feel like it's very beneficial for people watching today.
Yeah, and I think the whole point is to inspire people to be more open and not shy about things. Like the show is like that, and you know.
Yeah, the show's amazing.
And especially
Super
like, you know, down the road, if I ever do, I know I was joking about being on a Disney show, but like if I ever do get on a Disney show and like a clip from a podcast resurfaces, at least I was like always my authentic self. It's not like I wasn't hiding.
I know,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's more of a big deal if you hide the things you do, and then in 10 years somebody's like, you know, what is that?
Do you think that's advice that you would give up and comers and even people that have been in the scene for a while?
Yeah, look, don't hide and be your authentic self, and in the long run, you'll be a happier person, and you will not be filled with self-loathing and hatred, because, you know, the fact that you're able to be who you are, it's going to inspire other people that it's okay to do that. So, you know, that's super important. You know?
Yeah, but also I have to tell you, as funny and raunchy or whatever it is, it's actually not. It's so, you're funny and endearing, and it doesn't come off like that. Like, I feel like Disney would be.
Yeah, I think so.
They'd love you. They'd be into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
hope
it's
so.
very authentic.
They will be.
And not a try hard, because I fucking hate pick-me's and try-hards.
Yeah, and I very much used to feel I had that energy, the pick me and the try hard.
Really? Because I feel like you don't at all.
Well, if you met me like 6 or 7 years ago, I had like very thirsty, like, why them? How come not me? I deserve this, I deserve that, and you know, that took a lot of work to get over.
Like, you had a lot of envy?
A lot of envy, a little chip on my shoulder, and just like come to the realization that like nobody's gonna save you, nobody's gonna hand something to you. You know, you gotta be happy with the things you have and go after the things you want. You know, it's like stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Listen, also living in LA, it's very difficult.
It's
Even being in this
difficult.
business, to be like, why them and not me?
And it never goes away. And it's like when you have 100,000 followers and you want 500,000, and when you have 500,000, you want 1 million, and when you have it just becomes clear that that's not gonna fill whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, my whole goal was 1 million followers and 100K on Instagram, and I hit that. And ever since then, like everything. And so, like, I wanted to be on a TV show. I did that. I wanted to release a special. I did that. I wanted to tour. I did that. So, like, career-wise, everything else that happens is kind of like extra, and that's how I really truly feel.
Well, aside from being a part of Disney, what are some other goals that you see yourself having? Because you have done so much already.
Definitely want to release a real R&B or a real song that breaks 100 million streams on Spotify or iTunes, and I think that's totally achievable.
Yeah.
Definitely want to write like a kind of like some sort of musical or like a Disney Pixar kind of type of animated musical, like an Encanto or like a Coco type of thing.
Do you feel like you would incorporate the loss of your dad in that?
I mean, I think absolutely. I mean, I think all those movies have some sort of tugging at the heartstrings, some obstacle that we're kind of dealing with. I mean, Coco was very much kind of dealing with like death and remembering people, and but yeah, and then just do like songwriting for myself and other artists that's going to be a hard one because I feel like AI is going to kind of take that over. But I think live performance will never go away. My manager and my reps have been talking about doing a residency at some point here in Vegas or somewhere else because my show is very like kind of like a new wave Rat Pack kind of energy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Totally.
Like old Vegas where they'd be fucking around and having jokes and bringing that back, but like with the auto tune and the having songs and incorporating, kind of bringing that back. And I think that's like long term, we'll get there, you know?
Oh my God, please call me. I'll tell you everything. I'm from Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's a great city. I lived in LA for a long time,
Yeah.
but to come back, I
It's
love
fun
it.
here.
It's growing. It's so fun.
So
And the
hot.
people will love you. It is so hot and it is so dry and you do feel like a corpse. But other than that, it's really great.
It's chill. I dig it. Well, I'm happy you hit me up. And
I know.
I
You're
think
so great. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
of course.
I adore you. For people that this will air next week.
Great.
So for people that still want to catch you on tour, where can people go to get tickets?
Go to morganj.com, Morgan J, J-A-Y, there, or go to my Instagram at Morgan J. Just Google me. I think by the time this airs, I'll be
It'll air Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Wednesday, so I should be somewhere like in Kansas City, Minneapolis. I have a little bit of Indianapolis. I have a little week off, and then we're going to be doing Ohio, Detroit, Montreal, Toronto, New Jersey, Miami, Atlanta, Charlotte, Tampa, and then I think we come back to LA for a little break.
Amazing. Morgan, I think you're so fascinating. I adore you. Thank you for opening
Thank
up. I bet your
you.
dad is so proud of you, truly.
Yeah,
and I
hope he
think
is,
a
yeah.
lot of people are. Thank you for changing so
Absolutely.
many lives and joining us.
Yeah.
And I'll see you in December then.
I'll see you in December.
Bye.
Bye.
Get out.
Bye, guys.
Say it in Portuguese. So Funny It Hurts is brought to you by Pacific West Injury Law. Got into an accident? Contact Pacific West Injury Law. Also, there's nothing better for your mental health than a great workout. And our episode is brought to you by Fit Club, the only place to be. It's so funny, it hurts.